Why hello there, my fellow Military Outpost contractors. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Stranded Alien Dawn Jungle. Episode 9. Many More Guns. Alright, I would say we have so much insect meat that has not been processed, I'm not even going to bother butchering these guys. We don't have freezer space, and I have like 460 raw insect meat just laying about. Probably don't need to worry about it. So another thing I ought to start doing is smelting scrap metals forever. I'm running out of alloys. And I don't have anyone going for ore, raw ore, because it's probably a far walk. So the scrap metal will be useful in smelting. I wouldn't mind sending Han out, now that he's recovered from his wounds, to try to find some ore. There's got to be some out here. And I can turn on the salvaging the ship debris again. So the walls themselves are 250 HP, and then the metal gate is 900. So the metal gates aren't going to be the weak points in my defense, unless I leave them open. And then the hope is to maybe work up to concrete, but that's rather expensive. It's too bad there's no stonework. It has either wood or concrete, nothing in between. There's even carbon fiber, but I think that's so unaffordably ridiculous. It's not reasonable to try to achieve. Power woes have been kind of fixed. Oops, I didn't mean to mirror like that. Alright, so smelt, ore forever, smelt, scrap metals forever. And I think I have them mirrored correct? No, I didn't. I'm really bad at mirroring, apparently. So let me try... Use this button if you want to cancel the mirroring. Yes. Let me try mirroring again. Mirror that, and mirror that. Okay, there we go. I did it right. Ore forever. Scrap metal forever. Bro, you need new pig friends? Yeah, maybe I'll get to that. We'll see. You definitely came to the defense. I don't doubt that. We would have been a lot worse off if you and the other Shogu weren't around to help tank that fight. Well, this toxic ash is gonna be nasty. anyone spots iron ore that I'm overlooking, that is not too far from the base, just holler. So we're pretty ore addicted. You know, something I could do is I could send Han to the spaceship salvage to get more scrap metal. So if I run out of scrap metal, that's always an option to get more metals at the cost of fuel. Our first batch of wine. Now, if I'm not incorrect, I think when you have closed gates, your colonists don't use the gates unless you open them. So they're not like free access portals to the base. I could be wrong about that. We'll see. We'll see if anyone passes. Oh no, Han passed through that gate without having to open it. Maybe they changed the mechanics since I last played, or I was always wrong about it. I don't know. But we almost have all the gates built. Let's set these up to control circuit 10. Because our switch is on 10. And then we'll be able to turn all the turrets on. So far I only have 2, but eventually all the turrets on, but with 1 switch. Once I get a few more metal alloys, I'm going to add some additional laser turrets. Laser turrets are like longer range, but less damage, but they don't miss as much. They like hone in on their targets, which is kind of nice for things that move fast. Or things that have low HP. How's our shirts? Oh, everyone's wearing one. That happened without even me noticing. Nice. Do we need a new freezer? I don't think so. Some of the stuff stored in here just needs to be processed, and some needs to just be hauled out. Like the syrup just got hauled out, actually. As I stared at it, that was really strange coincidence. So I don't think so. But of course I could be wrong. Alright, setting Quinn on the distress signal with like seconds left on that clock. So we don't have any weak points weaker than 250 HP around the perimeter of the base now. It'd be ridiculously expensive to get it up to concrete. So that would definitely have to be one of those, like, this has to be voted on type of things. So then the other thing I wanted to do is put... Where's the roof line? So if I put it here, it's not blocked by very much line of sight. So put some 2 laser turrets up here. I think it requires a two-sized platform in order to build, but I'm going to try it on a 1. It used to be that you needed it 2-sized because you have to stand next to it to be able to construct it up there. How did metal ore rot away? I don't understand that. Okay, I am too late. A mangled body lies twisted on the ground. Do we scavenge or do we run? So 1 is we run, get out of there before we're attacked, or 2, bury the poor soul and do some scavenging. Hey, Shell. Thank you for the resub. Alright, we're going to bury the poor soul. I hope it's the right call. Oh! Scavenged 9 electronics. I like. Things that are rotting away, I don't really care. It don't matter to me. Ooh, and bits too, Lady Shell. Thank you so very much. I'll take yet another swig. Glorious. So the metal alloys and the carbon fiber or carbon nanotube supply has been bouncing back, which is great. We were really bottomed out for a while there. Make sure. Is there any metal ore like outside? Because I was under the impression that metal ore did not decay. No, I stored it inside. I guess it does decay. Why isn't it telling me? No, it's unprocessed. It doesn't have like a decay timer. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, under roof. Oh, outside in 48 days it disappears. Okay, okay. All right. That's my fault then. I'm going to change all of the workbenches back to global. And then have Simon go back to global. So that anyone can process fuels or whatever. So we brought home a CPU core. Oh, no, it wasn't Quinn. Quinn brought home a survival kit, a CPU core, and some scrap metal. A survival kit's just like a bedroll with some emergency rations. Someone else was the one that salvaged the electronics. So currently there's just space debris and exploration. Oh no, there's also the grove, but no one's at risk of mental break, so I don't need to send them to Tahiti for some mental reprogramming. One thing that I think the game could, oh, we get another Juno and a bunch of scissor hands. Copy that. And an extreme xenofloric blight. I'm so tempted to just say, thanks, Randy. I mean, it's not Randy's fault, but it sure feels like it. Well, people are all recreating, digging up the blighted crop. It still seems like there's a toxic fallout right now, but I'm not getting a warning about that, which is odd. So I think it's just I think this is like pollen falling or something. I'm not really sure. We're under attack. So here's how to turn on the, no, actually, don't do that. These need to be turned on. So the problem was the switch says they should be turned on, but I manually overrode the commands by turning it off at the turret. So now that the turrets are on, they'll be controlled by circuit 10. Circuit 10 is this power switch, and this power switch says be on. Here they come. You know, just stay up there. Simon's like, no. Rita, don't you have a... Oh, yeah, you do have a gun. It's just such a small gun. You want a big gun? Let's give you a big gun. Currently unable to grab a railgun snap. Oh, because you're climbing stairs or something. There we go. Han is euphoric. He loves standing guard. Alright, Rita, just drop that gun. I don't care. Get wrecked, Scissorhands. Here comes the Juno. Eat it. This is way better of a defense than what I had going on last time. I would even go so far as to say, you four, just do whatever the heck you want. I don't think I need you. I think Sora here is just gonna stomp the remaining Scissorhands like they're nothing. Another thing you might be able to see is these turrets now have a field of fire at the base of the hill because they're on an elevated position, so the walls no longer really block their line of sight. And that's it. That's everyone. So undrafting, and then I can turn off both turrets at the switch, which is a lot easier to do because I don't have to climb the platforms. And that same principle works for motion sensors. So like if I put a motion sensor here, I could have that be switched. I could put that on control group 10 and have the motion sensor trigger. The reason why I don't use motion sensors, as you might be able to tell, the turrets, the laser turrets have a far better range than the machine gun turrets, but the turrets have a longer range than the motion sensors. So if you rely on the motion sensors, the turrets turn on when the enemies are already well within the radius of a range. So I find that the manual switches are a lot better, unless you're willing to like put motion sensors way out, like in your perimeters, which I don't do. Not to say you couldn't. Oh, that's all silicon. That's not... I thought that was metal ores. Okay. The only good bug is a dead bug? I agree. So I did think that the laser turrets... Yeah, obstructed access. So you can see the laser turrets have a longer range than the machine gun turrets. They just don't do as much damage but they lock onto their targets a bit better. Which is why I like them for anti-air. They're very effective anti-air defenses. I might want them on a different circuit, though, than 10, but I guess I don't really care if all the turrets turn on. Might be fine. Oh, another spaceship debris. Right, because we went there and Quinn buried someone. So plenty of scrap to be had. Once I get these turrets up, I'm going to pitch it to you guys about what you want me to work on next. I suppose I can open up the suggestion box. I'll do that now. Apparently, just shooting the target wasn't hard enough. She wanted to shoot it through the sliver of the fence. Why not? Okay, Rita, you need to, like, tend your blight. You've cut, like, 2 of the blighted crops a day, leaving it to spread. I'm just forcing her to do it now. It's getting ridiculous. No, you're not even done. Because it spread again. There you go. Oh, I also need research next. We're about to finish up the railguns, so what do you think I should do next? Up to you guys. Also, for the record, I do find the missile launchers that you can get, like, utterly useless in terms of weapons. They're hard to use, they're very situational, and they're kind of disappointing. They sound good, but they have a dead zone. They have really long range. Maybe they reworked it since the last I played them. But they're, like, sort of manual, where you have to aim and lead and all that, and blah. Is all I'm going to say to that. Just blah. Why did the back wall of the house get damaged? I can't reach it because of the 3D printers, too. Maybe that was when the bugs attacked. So it looks like one of the 3D printers was damaged as well. Alright, you want power or defense? I'll do both. I will do liquid fuel and then light mech. A solid path, I think. Still don't have my turrets. You guys are taking your sweet time. I may also want one more One more turret, like another laser out front, like maybe here, to shoot, to shoot at anything even remotely incoming. Could be fun to have, because it will have really good line of sight all the way up. Again, lasers don't do a lot of damage, but if I'm being swarmed by many little bugs, it'll cut through the bugs pretty good. You know what? Make it 2. Why do 1 when you can have 2? Double the trouble. Alright, not too many viewer submitted ideas. Really only Guero's so far. So Guero, you're a shoo-in to win. If I close the poll. Oh, what did I do? Oh, that's the printer. Last fight, they didn't seem to care about to path around, though. You mean the fight before? Last fight, they like went straight for this. Because I have proper walls and gates now, not just like little fence posts. But yeah, the fight before, they cut through the way they wanted. Oh, solar eclipse. Disabling all of my solar. There we go. Thank you, Quinn. Finally. Getting a laser turret. And then I'll put it on Control 10. No, don't go down. Oh, a shooting star. A meteor with a long trail blazed in the sky and fell not too far from the scamp. So you can see that I'm starting to get overlapping fields of fire. Covering most of the wall and perimeter and turret fire. I think the turrets here should just about cover this part, and I can always move this wall here if I need to. I only placed it there for the symmetry, but, you know, if it's a vulnerability of the base, I could get rid of it. I think I want to send Han out to the shooting star thing once he's up. This is such a creepy pond. It's like the fountain of youth or the fountain of internal cancer, right? Like, if you swim in that and you might become like a swamp thing or have everything cured. Who knows? Alright, Han, you ready? He's ready. It's a pretty quick, it's a pretty quick expedition, I think. Guess I learned my lesson not to put everything against the wall. I did not realize that that was a problem. Alright, Quinn, you've relaxed enough. Time to build that other laser. There's actually so much left for you to build. Okay, I found a deformed metal chunk where the meteorite fell. It was probably some sort of spaceship. I'll try to salvage it for some scrap metals. I sent the right person. The super high physical person to do this scrapping. I wanted to try to have him control group this before he... There we go, I got it. Before he exited. So we're up to 4 turrets, and I'm going to work towards 6. I suppose on that same vein, I should move the batteries as well. And probably the solar panels, but I'm not going to fret that. Thank you, Sora. I actually don't see too many scrap metals. Is there a follow-up? No, there's no follow-up. Bummer. These might be outside the power distribution range, where I'll need another power pole closer. Yeah, I think that's going to be the case. So I'll put one in as well. So once that all is built, and I do have the materials for both those turrets, I will start working on another goal. But I think tripling our defenses is pretty good. Pretty good. So here are kind of a summary of the suggestions that you all submitted. So what is next? We got build a dedicated workshop, build a backup freezer, explore, build a recreation area, expand the base, or increase food variety. Sorry, Guero. Apparently nobody wants another Shogu. Quit blighting me, bro. Jesus. I'm getting like blights every other day. So if you're wondering about our overlapping fields of fire, here they are. So there is a little corner of this wall that isn't covered, but for the most part it's covered. The important bits are covered, I think. We now have the ability to do liquid fuel fabrication. So I should build one of those because they're kind of neat. I'll put this one here. I only have one. No, I have 3 fabricator matrices. I ought to build all 3. as long as I have the power to power them up. So they transform energy into construction materials, essentially. It's like a super high-tech, you know, Star Trek fabricator. The replicator, or whatever. They're very nice, if you have excess power. Okay, dedicated workshop. Got it. Well, we have aggressive animals. Oh, and, lucky me. The aggressive animals happen to be, well, lucky me, and I mean this sincerely, the aggressive animals happen to be flying, which means my lasers are going to be hyper effective. Han, maybe don't be out here mining, though. Actually, there's time for you to finish. It's only 2 little nodes. But can I order Earl Grey hot? I sure hope so. I mean, what kind of society are we living in if I can't, right? Pretty monstrous one. Han? Can you haul the ore and then come home? But you better run, buddy. I am going to preemptively turn on the turrets. I think we're going to have plenty of power. Might as well have the turrets on and ready. So now all 6 turrets around the base are active, and perfect timing because the bugs are flying at me now. Lasers go pew pew! Get wrecked! That's great. It's raining bugs. I am actually out of insect meat, so I will butcher them because they, like, fell into the base. Might as well. And then the double lasers here, I think are pretty effective. Where's the last 2? Okay, they're coming in the front gate. That's good. So, see how it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does lock on. So against, you know, little scarabaei, they're pretty effective. Against bigger things, they're less effective, but they get the job done. And threat's over. That's it. I didn't even lift a finger. Just tower defensed him hard. Han's none the wiser. He doesn't even know we got attacked. He was out there doing Han things. And apparently there's ore, like, way the heck closer to the base. I feel like this ore fell from the sky or something, because I would have seen it. Because I've mined up here before, and if you double-click it, it selects everything nearby, so I'm assuming this is fresh ore. But yeah, it was a pretty good fight. Did literally none of the work. Got all the benefit of bug butchering. So you guys wanted to do words. Dedicated workshop. Okay. I am on it. It's going to be attached just so that we don't have to, like, get wet walking to it. So what I'm planning on doing is moving all the solar panels up to here as, like, a solar array and having the dedicated workshop share a wall with the storage facility here. because I would want it as close to the storage as possible so that travel time to collect material is minimized. Thank you for tuning in to Stranded Alien Dawn Jungle, which originally streamed live on Twitch July 25th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell.